This broadcast is powered by Sportscast Australia.
They try short-handed. Adelaide press. The captain. Great work. Joan Smith with another save wrap around again. And now Brisbane are right in this.
Good by Crawley. She's perfect at the dot. So far to score! Sparrow has flight.
Deflected and it goes in. Butler scores. Chaos in front of King.
And it's a goal. The Inferno through Molly McKowen found a gap. Asked Tracy McIntyre.
Just taking that noise. The Melbourne Ice, through all their adversity all season, they got it together here at the O'Brien Ice House and they win.
Hello and welcome to AWIHL TV, powered by Sportscast Australia, for this matchup between the Sydney Sirens and the Melbourne Ice. It's the Sydney Sirens home opener, and in the images that you would have just seen, the beautiful ice here at the Macquarie Ice Rink, and the lines that are actually blue. So Renzo Munster, the rink manager here at Macquarie, has repainted the lines, put stickers reflecting the teams and the leagues that play out of Macquarie Ice Rink, and it is an absolutely beautiful sight here. You can see the Sydney Sirens logo, the AWIHL logo, Ice Hockey New South Wales and Ice Hockey Australia logos. So thank you very much, Renzo, for the work that you do for the sport. But now we have an epic clash. It feels like a derby when these two teams play, the Sydney Sirens and Melbourne Ice. It's been a while since a team other than Sydney or Melbourne lifted the Joan McKowen Memorial Trophy as league champions. And we'll see the Melbourne Ice top of the table. They are facing Sydney with 1 point from a trip away to the Perth Inferno. We're about to get set for the home opener here. And it's the Melbourne Ice winning the face-off. Arsenault to 4, just rims it round the boards. Emily Davis-Tope chasing after it, but Sydney pick it off, put it right back in behind the net. I believe that looks like Kayla Best in between the pipes for the Melbourne Ice. She is second in the league in save percentage and goals against average. Second to Ella Lakari on the Sydney Sirens. It looks like Naoka Wellard in goal for the Sydney Sirens. So it's Wellard and it's Kayla Best. We'll see which goaltender will reign supreme in this one. We had some absolute cracking contests last season between these two teams. Melbourne Ice ended up picking up all the points in those 4 games. Steph Newmark flips it across into the offensive zone. Melbourne Ice able to clear it out. Tara Baker chasing after it. She's making her season debut here, as that will be called back for icing. Lily Roberts beating her to the hash marks. We'll have a face-off in the Sydney Siren offensive zone. Melbourne Ice currently perfect so far this season. They started their campaign against the Brisbane Lightning a couple of weeks ago at O'Brien Ice House with a pair of 7-1 and 3-1 wins. Sydney wins a face-off, and that's takes a deflection, and Kayla Best keeps that one out. Lily Roberts from distance, stopped again by Best, and there is a rebound. Best does enough to get the whistle. There are definitely players for Sydney sniffing around. Anna Badui, who returns to the Sydney Sirens lineup. She was a champion for the Sydney Sirens last time she played in the league. There are a few players who have returned from those 2019-20 and 2022-23 championship seasons for the Sirens. We'll keep an eye out for them during play, but Melbourne Ice through Butler just chips it in behind Wellard. Cleo Mayo, one of those players who played forward in the 2019-20 season for the Sydney Sirens, makes her return on defense this season for head coach Jaden Ryan, who also returns. And Island Kenyon not able to keep that one in. Melbourne Ice get a clear. Steph Conlon causing some problems there for Linda Bueling. And Sarah Dash tries to get the takeaway, and Melbourne Ice do eventually pick it off before it escapes the zone. Sarah Edney, she'll collect. Take her time. Flips it in. Kath McConey chasing after it. And Melbourne get it straight back out and clear. Coles and the coaches for offside, but the linesperson saw that pretty well from their position. Christina Julianne in the corner. And Sydney can't get it out. Kept in at the blue line again. They'll have another go at it. And they eventually do. Samantha Payne. Raimundo puts it back into neutral ice. Horvat fighting for it, but it's taken away by Dash. And Raimundo chasing after it. Puck comes up, but not out of play. DeFore. She does a little shoulder shift to throw the defense, the forecheckers off. And now Ashley Aparicio. She'll get the puck again in neutral ice, advances it forward. Kept out by the Sirens. Neutral zone battle early. Tara Baker puts it back in. Tara Baker has represented Australia at under 18 level, won a World Championship gold in 2023 for Australia, and also represented Australia at the World Youth Olympic Games earlier this year in Gang 1. She is definitely a player to watch for the future and the present, as Sydney get the puck out of the zone into neutral ice. It's a bit of back and forth here. Lily Roberts chasing the puck in her own zone. Decides against going D to D. Goes up the half wall. Almost picked off by Butler. But the Sirens do get it out. Chasing after it. Not fast enough. And it will come all the way back for icing. So offensive zone face-off for the Melbourne Ice. As we mentioned, their offense did click in that first game against Brisbane, scoring 7 goals, 6 in the third period of that contest. Butler wins the face-off. It's back to AWIHL. This is her first game for the Melbourne Ice as well. And there's a shot that's saved. Puck is free in the crease. Stopped again by Wellard. Now cleared away by Pacini, but retained by the Melbourne Ice. Butler, shot from distance, stopped again. There's rebounds aplenty, but Sydney are doing just enough to keep it out, but the pressure is still on here. Butler had a shot that took a deflection, cleared off the line by the defense. Another shot, that gets deflected away from goal. And now Lily Roberts chasing after it. She'll skate it up and tries to get it out to a teammate, and they finally do on the second chance. Lily Roberts advancing all the way up into offense, and that allows her line mates to get a change. Great play there by Lily Roberts. Melbourne had some golden opportunities there to take an early lead, but Naoka Wellard, very impressive, doing just enough, and the defense helping to keep the Melbourne Ice at bay. Both of these teams are out shooting their opponents. The Melbourne Ice are doing so by about 15.5 shots per contest. The Sydney Sirens are out shooting their opponents an average of 14 shots per contest. So we'll see who wins the shots battle. It's Melbourne Ice ahead early. Annika Schmitz, she'll skate around, gets stick checked. Kenyon tries to get it up, but Dash seals that one off, and Kenyon will have another go with help from Badui. Now the Ice with possession. That's taken away again by Sydney. Having to work hard here early. Melbourne Ice players, as you see, are coming to the bench for a change, and the Sydney Sirens players are still out there. Battle in the corner. Stephanie Newmark collects the puck, and she'll skate out with it to complete the breakout. Loses possession just before the blue line, and it's Melbourne coming back the other way through Shana Godfrey. And we do apologise for the lack of images from the game. We are working to get that sorted as quickly as possible. And welcome back to Macquarie Ice Rink. Technical issues have been resolved, hopefully, as Kelsey Lang from in behind the net throws that in front. Comes all the way out of the zone. Samantha Payne back to collect it. Samantha Payne again receives the pass, passes across into neutral ice. Melbourne Ice deflect that opportunity pretty quickly. Christina Julien being muscled off the puck there by Bueling. Melbourne happy to get it into the offensive zone. Sarah Dash is isolated, getting some support from Julien, who's hovering around. Ashley Aparicio there, just there to seal off the blue line. So the Sirens can't dump it against the boards and out. Sirens will have to come through the middle, and they do. That is picked back off right away. We will get a scoring confirmation for you shortly. According to live scoring, it's a 1-0 game. Thanks to a Danielle Butler goal with 10 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first period as Christine Dutton comes back to collect. And the Sirens almost picked that one off, but it's the Melbourne Ice coming across in offense. Tries to cut through the middle, is taken down. And we will see the Melbourne Ice head to the power play. That is the first time in this game that they'll head to the power play. A couple of weeks ago against the Brisbane Lightning, they had 14 power play opportunities, converted on 4 of them. And that's a conversion, fairly decent conversion rate for the Melbourne Ice of 28.5%. And the referee saw something they didn't like, so we'll have another face-off, do it all over again. Face-off 1 at the second attempt by the Ice. It's to 4, holding the blue line, goes across. Just fans on a pass there. The puck comes right back into the near side. Christina Julien up to DeFore. DeFore lets Arista go. That's blocked. Not kept out of the zone. Julien just puts it right back in. Sydney will get another attempt and finally clear. Melbourne Ice will head back to retrieve the puck. Kayla Best coming out of the net to do so. Now, breakout was almost thwarted there. Stephanie Newmark does thwart the breakout, puts it right back into the offensive zone. Dutton. And Julien had that pass picked off the end of her stick. Dufour will have to go back to collect it. But that's a minute that's gone from this power play. And the Melbourne Ice are yet to record a shot on goal. They'll chip it in. Sarah Dash coming around into the corner to retrieve. Butler trying to hold it in against the half wall, but can't. And now Linda Bueling. She tries to thread it between 2 Melbourne Ice players. But it's kept in by Stephanie Cochran. Melbourne Ice countering. They'll be able to set up now with about 30 seconds left in this power play. Sarah Edney just pitting Butler against the boards. Taking more seconds off this power play. The puck does come out to the blue line. Comes across into the right-hand face-off circle. Melbourne still with possession. Takes the tumble. I think that was Conlon. And Heel back to retrieve the puck. Heel has played for the New Zealand Ice Ferns at 6 different IIHF World Championships, playing 29 games. Played an additional 9 games at an under-18 level for New Zealand. A great little pickup by the Melbourne Ice. It looks from an early look, she's playing defenses. Sydney get the puck right in front. Looked like McKoney was denied from point-blank range by Kayla Best, and it looks like we're going to have a penalty here. Looked like a cross-checking signal was made by the official. So we see Sydney just pick the puck off. I believe that's Newmark, right in behind the net. Fanned on the shot, but it allowed McKoney to come around and take a shot from a tight angle. Shot from distance by Lang. That whistle's wide. It's 4-on-4 hockey. Sydney are set up in the offensive zone here. Good moment for them. They will have a power play at the end of this, but they score at 4-on-4 and tie this game up at 1. Takes a deflection. We'll see who gets credit for the goal. We zoom out who's first to go through the bench. We'll get a look on this replay. You'll see the puck come to this left-hand face-off circle. Puck comes across and it looks like it's batted in. That's remarkable hand-eye coordination there. And it's a 1-1 hockey game. Brand new hockey game. Linda Bjorling gets the goal, as you can hear from John D, the rink announcer for the Sydney Sirens. Now, Sydney. That puck just goes into the netting and out of play. We'll see if Sydney do get a power play or if the Melbourne Ice player, it looks like the Melbourne Ice player had come out of the box just before. So it will go down as a power play goal. Sydney won't get that 2 minutes with the extra attacker. Neutral zone face-off, and have a look at Kelsey Lang where she's lining up. Trying to create some space for herself, and Sydney just dumped the puck in. Lang is there in the corner, makes good contact. The Melbourne Ice get the puck out of the zone. We've got a whistle. Wonder if the puck came out of play. It was deflected out of play. The referee signals. So we'll have a Sydney Sirens offensive zone face-off to the right of Kayla Best. Not much time left here in the first period. Perhaps time to get a shot on goal. Face-off. It comes straight across to Best, and it goes through the wickets. It's a goal for the Sirens. And they've scored 2 goals in less than a minute to completely turn this game on its head. The puck was trickling through. It looked like Bjorling got a touch on it just to push it through Kayla Best. And yes, the number 20 there, Linda Bjorling, strikes twice in less than a minute. And that'll do it. After 20 minutes of play, the Sydney Sirens hold an unlikely lead, 2-1, over the defending champion Melbourne Ice. So we'll be back in about 15 minutes or so after an ice cut to dissect the first period of play and the action. But what a start for the Sydney Sirens. We'll see you back in about 15 minutes. He wins a face-off, and that's takes a deflection, and Kayla Best keeps that one out. Lily Roberts from distance, stopped again by Best, and there is a rebound. Butler wins the face-off. That's back to AWIHL. This is her first game for the Melbourne Ice as well, and there's a shot that's saved. Puck is free in the crease, stopped again by Wallard. Now cleared away by Bikini against the half wall, but can't. Now Linda Bjorling. She tries to thread it between 2 Melbourne Ice players. A great little pickup by the Melbourne Ice. It looks from an early look, she's playing defenses. Sydney get the puck right in front. Wide. It's 4-on-4 hockey. Sydney are set up in the offensive zone here. Good moment for them. They will have a power play at the end of this, but they score at 4-on-4 and tie this game up at 1. Perhaps time to get a shot on goal. Face off. Comes straight across to Best, and it goes through the wickets. It's a goal for the Sirens. Wins a face off, and that's takes a deflection, and Kayla Best keeps that one out. Lily Roberts from distance, stopped again by Best. Hello and welcome back to AWIHL TV powered by Sportscast Australia. We have at the moment, to begin period 2, the Sydney Sirens leading the Melbourne Ice 2-1. Melbourne Ice held a 1-0 lead up until the 36-second remaining mark of the first period. Linda Buehling using fantastic hand-eye coordination tipped a puck in from Stephanie Newmark on the power play. And then 35 seconds later, with a second remaining on the clock for the period, Linda Buehling again managed to push a puck past Kayla Best and overturn the Danielle Butler goal earlier. And it's the Sirens in again through Annika Schmitz. She just overskates the puck. Raimundo coming out to chase it. Gabby Arps puts it right back in. And we'll have a whistle as that puck look to come out of play. Neutral zone face-off. Melbourne Ice, they are in their 15th year of existence. They've had a lot of success with 8 championships, 8 Joan McKowen Memorial Trophies. We did mention pre-game, in the past 10 seasons, it's been all Melbourne Ice and Sydney Sirens. The Sydney Sirens have lifted the cup 3 times. The Melbourne Ice have lifted it 7 times. And these teams have faced each other in the gold medal match on 6 occasions. Melbourne Ice have won 5 of those contests. And the Sydney Sirens won a couple of years ago. And face-off was won by the Ice. Sydney was first to it in the neutral zone. Big collision there as Kelsey Lang went flying. She seems to be okay. Tara Baker happy to chip the puck in. Doesn't keep, but Julienne has possession. Tried to deke to create some space. Couldn't do so, and now Sydney are out again. Here's Edney. Edney in on loan on Caleb Best, and Best with a beautiful pad save. Kept the pad low on the ice and denied Sarah Edney, last season's top goal scorer, stymied by Caleb Best. And pucks in the offensive zone again. Big collision along the boards. Sydney with it through Edney, centering. Tried to find McConey. And that play is broken up by Melbourne. They come back the other way. Conlon skating after it. Samantha Payne watching her, just angling her off. Island Kenyon also around. Puck comes in front. Great save by Wellard. Maintains the lead in a collision there at the blue line. And we've got a whistle. Looks like there will be a penalty. Officials spotted an infraction perhaps. And it looks like the Sydney Sirens will be heading to the power play for the second time in this contest. It didn't take them long, as we mentioned, to register a power play goal earlier. Sydney, big slap shot from the point from Lang, and Edney was open, wide open there at the net. Had a lot of net to shoot, but just fanned on the shot. Comes back up to Lang. Lang with a little snapshot. And now Stephanie Newmark at the half wall. She goes across to Edney, back up to Newmark. Or back up to Lang to Newmark. And that one just drifts in behind. Lang. That shot goes right along the ice. Deflected away. Steph Newmark with possession of the puck. Back up to Lang to Newmark. Newmark trying to go cross crease. Quick little pass. Edney hit the side of the net with that shot. It was a quick little feed, and now they swap. Edney and Lang. Back up to Edney, and that shot goes wide. Rattles again towards Newmark. Back up to Edney. Shot take action in the corner. Lily Roberts comes on now. Roberts goes across to Edney. Edney winds and fires. And that is saved by Kayla Best. Entering into this contest, the Sydney Sirens had scored 3 goals in 2 games. All 3 of those goals came off the stick of Edney, and you saw how close Edney was to making it 4 goals on the season. A couple of really good chances from that area just below the dot. And a slap shot from distance as well. Shot percentage, shooting percentage for the team coming into this contest for the Sirens. They were shooting with just 3 goals scored on 81 shots. They were shooting at about a 3.7% conversion rate. League average is just over 10%. So those 2 goals by Linda Bjorling on 11 shots in the first period, that would really help that figure. Melbourne Ice, they're second in the league to the Perth Inferno with a 13.5% shooting percentage. See if Melbourne can get an equalizer and maintain that good shot percentage that they do have. Sydney just dumped the puck in, and the Melbourne Ice player has exited the box. We're back to even strength hockey. Gabby Arps breaking up a play in the offensive zone. Melbourne Ice chipped the puck out into the neutral zone. Steph Conlon that's providing some pressure there. Raimundo advances it up to Julianne, and that's stopped by two Sirens players along the boards. Edney comes out with it, and she'll skate in. She's trying to find a teammate, but her line mates were changing. And Edney cuts that one off in behind the net, trying to find McKowen in front. And Melbourne get it out. Now, here they come through Butler. Butler gets poke checked by Linda Bjorling, and the referees, I think they're going to call a tripping penalty on Linda Bjorling. Bjorling is pleading her case, but she will head to the penalty box. The Melbourne Ice will head to the power play for the second time this game. We've yet to score so far this contest with the advantage. Both teams have had two power plays. Melbourne about to begin its second. Sydney has converted on one of two. Sydney Sirens win the draw. Here's Kelsey Lang winding away through the defensive zone and does a good job backhanding it into the offensive zone. Melbourne having to regroup. Picked off again in the neutral zone by, I believe that was Badui. And Sydney very patiently going D to D. But it's picked off and neutralized by Conlon. And it's like a hand pass. We'll have a face-off. The face-off will be to the left of Naoka Wallard. About a minute and a half remaining in this power play for Melbourne. Face-off one. Puck just goes in behind the net here. Stephanie Cochran is available at the half wall. But Butler maintains possession. Takes a shot from near the circle. Deflected by Baker. And that one just missed getting on net. Melbourne controlling at the half wall. Back up top to Heel. Abby Heel takes a shot. Took a weird deflection. And Sydney get to the puck first. If Melbourne had have touched the puck, it would have come outside the zone for a face-off. And Sydney just clear the puck all the way out to best. And they'll change their lines. Melbourne coming down this right wing side through Godfrey. Godfrey's got Heel up top if she needs her. That's Danielle Butler. And Edney steals the puck and puts it back into neutral ice. And now, here's a bit of a chase between McKowen and Butler. Butler wins that one, but loses her footing. And now it's Edney. Edney dangling, trying to find some space, shooting. Saved by Best. Gabby Arps holds it in. She'll take a shot on goal. And that's deflected. Melbourne now with possession. And Sydney has killed off the penalty. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Arps just winds around. Puck doesn't exit the zone. Kept in by Julianne. Julianne! She's dangling. The puck is free. Naoka Wellard stopped the initial shot, but the puck was against her pads. Sydney clear it out to the corner. Melbourne through Raimundo. Takes a shot from distance. Block it away. Melbourne still with possession. Gabby Arps breaks that up. It's Badui providing some support. Davis Tope is up to seal the wall. And she retreats back. Melbourne coming back in again through neutral ice. Julianne just overskated that puck. Lang dumps the puck in. Newmark chasing after it. And Newmark gets to it first. Newmark tries to find someone in the middle. There's no one there. Annika Schmitz is trying to flush out the ice player from in behind the net. The puck's back out to neutral ice for Dewey. Puts it right back in. And Raimundo, again, having to evade Schmitz and also Newmark. Gets it across to a teammate. The puck gets cleared out. Icing will be waved off as it's Baker first to the puck. Baker with plenty of room and space. She reverses back into the corner. Now Melbourne at the half wall. Puck comes back up high to Raimundo, who cut that off. Great little play by Raimundo. Sensing that the puck was going to be coming into that area. Her timing was perfect. Raimundo puts the puck in behind the net. That's taken away and neutralized by Lang, who just chips the puck right back in. Ebony Brunt here to chase after. And she does retrieve the puck. I believe that's Heel that she gets it away from, but Heel gets it back. Heel forced to backhand around. Taken by Andillion Kenyon. She'll get the puck to Horvat in the corner. And Horvat was trying to find Brunt in the middle, but Melbourne pick it off, and it's a 2-on-2 coming the other way. Brunt is back to make it a 2-on-3. Melbourne just fanned on the shot there. And Brunt circling around, trying to evade Conlon. And Melbourne back with possession and neutral ice. Cochrane, former Sydney Siren, former captain of the Sirens, chips the puck in. Shana Godfrey is also a former Sydney Siren player, has won 3 straight Joan McKowen Memorial Trophies. 2 with the Sirens, 1 with the Melbourne Ice. The puck comes out into neutral ice. Amelia Grigol-Eunice. She goes back to her defensive partner, Defour. And Defour throw the puck in, goes wide of the net. Defour scored one from that area in the opening weekend against the Brisbane Lightning. Puck can take a funny bounce, you never know. The puck is fired from distance. You hear the size from the crowd. That didn't miss by much. Melbourne break the puck out successfully. Now they come through neutral ice with speed. An opportunity, deflected puck. And it's Arps battling for it and behind the net. Melbourne keep the puck in at the blue line. And they cycle it around. Tara Baker tries to find a teammate. And that gets through everyone. It's Christine Dutton there to clean up the crumbs. And Sydney picks it off in neutral ice. Shot on goal. Couldn't get much on it. Stick was checked there. Pekini. Now Melbourne back out with it. It hits the Sirens player's skate though. Kept in. The puck will just trickle over into the corner. Bit of time here for Melbourne. Sydney pick it off at the face-off dot. Melbourne will have to try again. Sydney with possession now in neutral ice. Sarah Dash had a good weekend last weekend in her return, or 2 weekends ago in her return to AWIHL action. And now Melbourne attacking through the right wing side. Puck is just dumped off. Wellard, that goes across the face of goal. Opportunity here for Melbourne to cycle the puck. Puck comes across into the middle. Shot from the point. And that goes just wide of goal. Picked up by Baker. Baker goes up to Grigol-Eunice. Grigol-Eunice, a little nutmeg there. Goes through the legs. But Sydney do get the puck out. And here's Edney. That's a really good play by Christina Julien. Taps the puck around Linda Bjorling. Bjorling gets it back though. Now it's Bjorling and Edney creating a 2-on-2. Big rebound and a shot from Edney. Scores! Sarah Edney. 4th goal on the season has made this a 3-1 lead for the Sydney Sirens. It's a goal that comes against the run of play here. As there is a big rebound. And then right from that slot area, Edney spins around and backhands one past Kayla Best. Beautiful goal by Sarah Edney. Second backhand goal of the season as well. Melbourne Ice now with possession. Puck held in at the line by Raymundo. He's completing a master's in physiotherapy. And cuts across, shot on. Wellard with two big saves. Another big shot from the point. And that just goes wide. Melbourne looking dangerous. And now Melbourne again. That's the shot goes wide. Lang there to retrieve it from in behind the net. Has an option down the wing, uses it. It's picked off by Melbourne. Dumped in by Sydney. Well, welcome back. It's the Melbourne Ice advancing the puck down the left wing side through Sarah Dash. She's cut off by two Sydney Sirens players. Sydney up numbers now, and that'll do it. The end of 2 periods of play, 40 minutes of hockey. It's the Sydney Sirens 3 to the Melbourne Ice 1. So the Melbourne Ice have 20 minutes left to outscore the Sydney Sirens by 2 goals to try to get back into this game. Lots to dissect after we're back. But we'll see if the Sydney Sirens could hold on and get a first win against the Melbourne Ice since that gold medal match in 2023. 4 consecutive losses to the Melbourne Ice. Sydney will be looking to hold on to this one and give goaltender Naoka Wellard a well-deserved first AWIHL victory. But in the meantime, we'll be back in a little bit after the break to bring you the third period of hockey. He wins a face-off, and that's takes a deflection, and Kayla Best keeps that one out. Lily Roberts from distance, stopped again by Best, and there is a rebound. Butler wins the face-off. That's back to AWIHL. This is her first game for the Melbourne Ice as well, and there's a shot that's saved. Puck is free in the crease, stopped again by Wellard. Now cleared away by Bikini against the half wall, but can't. Now Linda Bjorling. She tries to thread it between 2 Melbourne Ice players. A great little pickup by the Melbourne Ice. It looks from an early look, she's playing defenses. Sydney get the puck right in front. Wide. It's 4-on-4 hockey. Sydney are set up in the offensive zone here. Good moment for them. They will have a power play at the end of this, but they score at 4-on-4 and tie this game up at 1. Perhaps time to get a shot on goal. Face off. It comes straight across to Best, and it goes through the wickets. It's a goal for the Sirens. Sydney, big slap shot from the point from Lang, and Edney was open. Newmark trying to go cross crease. Quick little pass. Edney Bjorling gets it back though. Now it's Bjorling and Edney creating a 2-on-2. Big rebound and a shot from Edney. Scores! Sarah Edney. 4th goal on the... Well, welcome back to the Macquarie Ice Rink for the third period of play between the Sydney Sirens and the Melbourne Ice. At the moment, it is the Sydney Sirens leading this one 3-1. Melbourne Ice scored first through Danielle Butler, but then with 36 seconds left in the opening period, Linda Buelling converted on the power play. Linda Buelling double dipped with 1 second remaining to give the Sirens a lead. Sarah Edney finished off a rebound generated from a Linda Buelling shot in that second period to score the only goal of the frame. So it is Sydney Sirens with a 3-1 lead. And Linda Buelling with 3 points, 2 goals and an assist. Sarah Edney with a goal and an assist. Stephanie Newmark as well collects an assist. Can the defending champions, the Melbourne Ice, can they pull something out here and come back from a 3-1 deficit? They've done it before. The Sydney Sirens in the home opener last season, they held a third period lead against this same Melbourne Ice team. It was only a 1-goal lead. Melbourne Ice ended up coming back and winning that one in regulation, outscoring them by 2 goals in that third period. Let's see if history repeats itself. As Melbourne Ice short-handed, they win the face-off, dump the puck in. It's picked off in neutral ice. Sydney happy to dump it in. Steph Newmark will go into the corner to battle Dufour for it. Dufour loses his stick, and that allows Newmark to gain control of the puck. And Dufour bodies her off the puck. The puck comes up and hits the netting. So that will be a face-off in the offensive zone for the Sydney Sirens. Again, if you're just tuning in, we apologize for the technical delays that we had earlier, but you will notice the beautiful blue lines on the ice. Renzo Munster, the rink manager here, has done a fantastic job repainting and putting stickers and logos reflecting the teams and leagues that play out of this rink. It's great to see as Kelsey Lang shoots, and there's a tip in front, and Kath McKowen has given the Sydney Sirens a 4-1 lead with a deft little deflection from right in the blue paint. Coming into this contest, the only Sirens players who had lit the lamp was Sarah Edney. That's just a beautiful play there. Kelsey Lang takes a shot from the blue line, and Kath McKowen, perfect timing. Just in the right place and right time to deflect that one home. And we're back here at Macquarie Ice Rink. We'll see if we can do a score check for you. Kath McConey had only just scored a power play goal. That was the second power play goal for the Sirens for the game. The third power play goal on the season for the Sirens. And Sydney come back into the offensive zone. Shot from distance. Sounded like it hit the bar. Melbourne bring it out. That's a clean breakout. Here comes Christina Julien with speed, winding her way through. Tried to find Aparicio. Aparicio, the puck is to the side of McConey. And we have play called off. I believe the referee lost sight of the puck. It was the sight lines weren't there. The puck was on the other side of Wellard from where the referee was. So even though the puck was loose, it was understandable that the official stopped play. And the arm is up in the air. We will have a penalty that will be called. Interference call. And it is Stephanie Cochran, the current Melbourne Ice captain, former Sydney Sirens captain, heading to the box for 2 or less. For the Sydney Sirens power play, which to my record is 2 for 3 and 2 for 4, according to Esports Desk. We'll have another go, and there's a shot that goes right through the pads of Best. I believe it deflected off the inside of the pad and has gone in to make this a 5-1 game. It's Kath McConey who's double dipped with her second power play goal of the game. You can see Newmark here wins a puck battle. That's put quickly to Bjorling, and Bjorling gets it down low. And it's the quick shot that I think surprised Kayla Best. Wasn't able to seal off the bottom of the ice. The puck found a way through. So who would have predicted this scoreline coming into this game? Melbourne Ice, who had a perfect record against the Sydney Sirens with a single point from their 2 games. They hold a lead as there's a shot on goal. And that's saved by Kayla Best. See Brunt able to create some space, and Best does well just to swallow up the puck, make sure there's no rebound. The vast majority, 4 out of the 5 Sydney Sirens goals have come within about a foot of the blue paint. And here's a potential 2-on-1 developing. Puck goes across, swept aside by Wellard. Melbourne Ice applying pressure. Puck comes in front, and Bikini bats that out. And Sydney tipping the puck out. Using some speed. I believe that's Kenyon and Dillian. Dewey creates some pressure to knock that puck away, but Melbourne Ice have it again. It's Raimundo, the defender, deep in the offensive zone. Baker just wraps it around and behind the net. Here's Raimundo being pressured against the boards, and Sydney comes out with the puck. Almost kept in, but it's Sydney out with it through Annika Schmitz. And that puck takes a deflection off Davis Tope. Sydney cutting in front, and Best does well to make a good save. Covers it up for a face-off. Take a breath. It's been a lot of action so far to start this third period. Face-off won by Melbourne. Kept in the zone by Sydney and just fired back into the corner. And the puck trickles all the way outside the zone. Lily Roberts being chased by Conlon. Goes across to Payne. He's playing defense this game. And Kayla Francesca as well. Welcome to the AWIHL for her number 17 on the Sirens. Making her season debut. We already mentioned Tara Baker and AWIHL making their season debuts for the Melbourne Ice. So congrats to them. Offensive zone face-off for the Melbourne Ice to the left of Naoka Wellard. And Melbourne Ice keep it in through Dutton. She puts it in behind the net. And now it's Butler comes out in front, and that's a good save by Wellard. Puck back around along the half wall. Fight for it in the corner. Sydney outnumbering, but Melbourne win that battle. Here's Conlon looking for options. Has AWIHL, who's drifted up forward, and Wellard covers that up. There are Melbourne Ice players around, just lurking to see if there was going to be a loose puck in or above the blue paint. Wellard did well to stop the puck. Gets the line change. Melbourne Ice bringing out that line of Julianne again. Puck in behind the net, broken up by Island Kenyon. And puck is finally out of the zone, being brought in through Edney. Edney's got Bjorling in front, uses Kenyon, but it just trickles off the end of the stick. And Kenyon just has to dump it in. Delayed offsides. The Sirens had to come out of the zone. They do. Back in to apply the forecheck. Puck's in neutral ice. Baker down the right wing side. That shot is blocked in the skates. Now McKoney. She wraps it around the boards. Cut off by Melbourne. And big collision there. Melbourne Ice get the better of that one. Sydney skating out through Edney. She fires a puck across, trying to find McKoney. McKoney dumps it in, and Bjorling is right in after it. She'll try to get to the puck in the corner first, but cut off there by Sarah Dash. And Dillian Kenyon, though, wins a puck battle. Melbourne Ice do enough to get it out of the zone. And it's Baker again. A little battle with Horvat. Ebony Brunt now with possession. Dangles it around Raimundo. But puck just goes a bit too far ahead of her and covered up by Best for another face-off. About 11 minutes of play left in the third period. It's the Sydney Sirens 5, leading the Melbourne Ice 1. Melbourne opened the scoring of this game through Danielle Butler. But it's the Sydney Sirens with 5 unanswered goals so far. Puck comes through to Noon, Poppy Noon, making her season debut as well. And a battle in the corner against the half wall. Ebony Brunt temporarily had the puck put back into the middle of the ice. The Ice have it. And shot on by Nikita Horvat. And that is swallowed up by Kayla Best. A turnover there in the defensive zone. And that led to a good opportunity by Nikita Horvat. She just missed connecting with that one, as we saw on the replay. Face-off won by Melbourne and chipped out of the zone. Gets past Lily Roberts. She has to evade the attentions of Cochrane. Cochrane chasing after the puck now. Goes into the corner. As Julianne providing support. Goes in behind the net instead. Puck comes across in front to Julianne, and that's tipped up and over the net. Shot on goal. Aparicio there digging at the rebound. That doesn't get through. Puck comes back up high to Dutton. Dutton puts it back down low. And Julianne, that took a weird bounce off the end boards. And Naoka Wellard had to be very sharp to deny Christina Julianne. Julianne with a couple of opportunities that shift. It's a bit of a different looking forward mix for the Melbourne Ice than it was a couple of weeks ago against the Brisbane Lightning. And Sydney diving to try to clear the puck out of the zone was Julie Pacchini. They eventually do get it out. This will probably get called back for icing, though, and it does. The 5-1 game here in favor of the home team. The afternoon sun just drifting in through the windows here at Macquarie. Butler and Pacchini wins the face-off. Kenyon tried to get it out, but only as far as Heel, who keeps it in for the ice. Now, Melbourne player just slips over, and Sydney are able to get it out of the zone. Kayla Francesca represented the Philippines back in October. Butler coming in, has Heel in front, finds her, and the puck just went across. Butler with a shot on goal, saved. Butler still battling in behind the net. Being watched by Lang, and that centering feed went through the paint. No Melbourne Ice player's stick was there to turn it in. And Sydney get it free. Important moment here. Melbourne with possession through Butler, tries to get in the middle to Conlon, bounces off her stick, and Sydney are able to retrieve the puck. Edney, nice little turnaround pass, and it's, Linda Bjorling was wide open. The puck couldn't come across to her. And that's a nice little battle won by Cochrane against Arps. Arps recovering, though, to her credit. Just content to jam the puck along the boards. And Sydney comes out with the puck through Edney. Edney has Bjorling taking the lane to the net. Shot with a big rebound off the shoulder. And now here's Edney with a shot. And that's saved by Kayla Best. Good recovery there from Best. The shot from Edney hit her shoulder. Big rebound came out, and then Edney found herself all alone at the bottom of the circle for the pass. Nice pass from McKowen to recognize that she was open. But Kayla Best covered the bottom of the net very well. Puck held in at the line by Lily Roberts. Puts it in across to Horvat. Taken away by Cochrane. Dash puts it back and behind her own net for Cochrane to skate onto. Now, here comes Baker. Baker winding her way through. Had some space, but angled off by Payne. And now Horvat trying to get the puck out. Kept in by Baker. And kept in again by Grigoriunas. The third time of trying, Sydney finally get it out into neutral ice. Here's Grigoriunas. He was a forward last season, but talked to the coaching staff and asked what it would take to get some more ice time. And the coaching staff said, well, have you considered playing defense? And to her credit, she took that challenge up and looked very good last weekend against the Brisbane Lightning, as Stephanie Newmark puts a shot in on Kayla Best, who swallows it up. You can see here Newmark gaining the zone, shooting from distance. That goes right into the breadbasket. There was a little bit of a rebound, but Kayla Best, plenty of time to cover that one up. And a big collision. We will have another penalty. Cleo Mayer and Steph Conlon both collided. It's going to be Cleo Mayer who will head to the box. An opportunity for Melbourne now on the power play again. Third opportunity on the power play of the game. 0 for 2 currently. Sydney Sirens 3 for 4 on the power play so far. Shot from distance. Wellard pads that away to the side. Melbourne Ice taking their time. Puck comes back into the circle. Back up high to DeFore, who shoots, and that's swallowed up by Naoka Wallard. No rebound. Two players were lurking. And Dufour, as you can see, gets that right on net, but it's straight into the logo of Naoka Wallard. Another shot from distance and has another crack at it. Couple of shots on goal there from the Melbourne Ice from a high danger area. And stopped by Naoka Wallard. A pass picked off by Sydney, but not out of the zone. Well kept in by Dufour. Dufour goes back down into the corner. Now it's Badui. Badui has some pressure from Butler. Butler does well to keep the puck in the zone. It's Ashley Aparicio. She dumps it back to Dufour, and Dufour shoots on net. The Melbourne Ice player goes down as Wallard covers up the puck. All sorts of chaos happening in the blue paint, and you can see this sequence of play. 2 cracks at the puck before Arps deposits Melbourne Ice forward onto the ice. Five to 1. 5:41 left in the third period. A minute left in the power play. Sydney get the puck into neutral ice, but not deep. Melbourne straight back into the offensive zone with it. Bikini applying some pressure on her opposite number of Cochrane. Cochrane has options to her right. She swaps with Emily Davis-Tope, and Davis-Tope comes into the middle. Passes across to Heel, or to Julienne. And that shot took a deflection before it reached the net. Sydney trying to get it out. Kept in by Julienne. Julienne fires a shot on goal, and Wallard, at the top of the blue paint, swallows it up. No rebound. Christina Julienne just using her foot skills there to keep it in. Played for the Perth Glory. Also played for the Canadian Women's Olympic soccer team. Definitely has the fancy footwork. Aparicio dumps it back to Dufour. Dufour with a shot from distance. And Aparicio, that was in a good position for her, but Wallard stopped it with the pad. Been very impressed with Naoka Wallard's positioning this game. I think Sarah Doramaja, who does wonderful work with goaltenders, and former Sydney Sirens goaltender, would be very happy with her. She hasn't looked panicked or rushed or taken out of position. And here comes Sydney back down the other way now. Back to, I believe, back to full strength. It's McConey trying to find Horvat in front. The ice clear. We are back to 5-on-5 hockey. Mayer is out of the box. Here comes Aparicio. Aparicio to Butler. Nice little cut inside, but taken away by the Sirens defense. One defender too many there. And the Sirens content just to dump it in and change. 4 minutes left. 4-goal lead here for Sydney at Macquarie in the home opener for the Sirens. Melbourne bring it over the line. Cutting in behind the net. Baker rushes in to provide some support. Dumps the Sirens opponent. There is a whistle. I think we're going to get a penalty here. Called against Tara Baker. And the Sydney Sirens see if the Sydney Sirens will be heading to the power play. And yes, indeed they will. So another power play opportunity for the Sydney Sirens. They are ticking along at a marvellous 75% conversion rate so far this game. They had been, coming into this game, they had scored 1 goal on 6 power play opportunities, which was exactly the league average. So that average will increase for the Sirens. The puck comes across. Back up to Payne. Payne goes D to D. Arps puts it into the face-off circle. Shot was deflected. It's controlling the play now. Here comes Payne. Shoots from distance. Taken away in the slot. Anna Badui from the high slot. That shot was kept out by the defense. Sydney will have to clear the zone for the delayed offside. They do. Back in on the forecheck. Puck is dumped out into neutral ice. Arps retrieving. Nice little button hook. Evades the forechecking Sarah Dash. Does so again. Creates some room for herself with her skating. Bikini in behind the net. Puts the puck in front. Took a deflection off the back of Best. Melbourne Ice get it clear. Here's Samantha Payne. Puck doesn't go to its intended target, but finds Bajui, who in turn finds Edney. Top power play unit out now for the Sirens. Lang was a risky pass. It finds its target in Edney. 34 seconds remaining on this power play. The Sirens would be content just to have the time expire as Sarah Edney blasts a shot that's saved by Kayla Best. Well, last weekend, Sarah Edney scored 3 goals on the Sunday, 3 different ways. She scored shorthanded on the power play and even strength. She's got an even strength goal here so far tonight, and she was trying to find a power play marker as well. 13 seconds left on the power play. Puck out to McKowen, back up to Lang. Lang going across to the opposite circle. Held up. There's Newmark in front and fanned on the shot. And Melbourne are able to come out with numbers here. Broken up and neutralized by Kelsey Lang. She'll dump the puck right back in. Penalty has expired. We're back to full strength. Just over 90 seconds remaining in the period. Aim. Cochrane goes across to the left. Puck comes back across for Cochrane. Battling with Roberts. Goes into the opposite corner for Aparicio. Aparicio behind the net to Cochrane. Trying to find Julianne in front there. Couldn't. And the puck just comes out of the zone. I think Grigoriunas is going to plead her case. But we will have a face-off. May have lost track of where the blue line was. And that is a very close call. She may have a point, Grigoriunas. I don't think it completely cleared the blue paint. Heel with a shot, and that's a good save from Naoka Wellard. And again, no rebounds. Wellard's rebound control has been really good so far this contest. Face off won by Butler. Who's back up high. Grigoriunas shot from distance provides a big deflection, but can't get around Naoka Wellard on the rebound attempt. Now battle in the corner. Lily Roberts dumps it in behind the net. She'll get some support to get it out. The Sirens, puck still in neutral ice. Roberts had that stolen away from Conlon. Butler dumps it in. And Roberts rims it round the boards. Held in at the line by Melbourne. And you did hear from the announcer, JD, a minute remaining. The final minute of play here. And Sydney defeat the Melbourne Ice for the first time since the 2023 gold medal match. They had 4 opportunities last season. They had a lead in the third period in the home opener. And they couldn't quite seal the deal. And unless something miraculous happens here, that's the way it's going to go. And Naoka Wellard is just a few seconds away from recording her first ever AWIHL victory. It's like a penalty has been called. Sydney Sirens player has gone to the box, so the Melbourne Ice will have some time on the power play to get a consolation goal here. Puck comes back up top. Shot on goal, and Wellard makes the glove save. You've got to feel happy for Naoka Wellard. She battled hard last season. The Sydney Sirens gave up a lot of opportunities defensively. She struggled at net at times, but what a recovery this season. Has got the start today as that shot goes wide. As a young player with a bright future, That shot is blocked. Another attempt. And that'll do it. The Sydney Sirens have defeated the Melbourne Ice 5-1. It's a first AWIHL victory for Naoka Welland. Congrats. Hug your goalie. Everyone comes over the bench. Ella Nakari, the first to congratulate her. You love to see it. Congratulations to the Sydney Sirens. Melbourne Ice, they'll be back to fight tomorrow to try to get a series split. It'll be a good contest here at Macquarie Ice Rink. An early start, 8:30. Make sure that you set your alarms, get your coffee. If you're here in Sydney, get down to the rink. It's a great atmosphere. And get your coffee at the rink or a hot chocolate. But what a win for the Sydney Sirens. Just to recap the scoring, Danielle Butler gave the Melbourne Ice a lead halfway through the first period. Then it was Linda Bueling on the power play, assisted from Newmark and Edney. Bueling scored again, assisted by Lang. Second period scoring, Sarah Edney, assisted by Bueling. And then in the third period, Kath McKerney on the power play, assisted by Lang and Newmark. And then Kath McKerney again on the power play, assisted by Newmark and Bueling. That'll do it from here at Macquarie Ice Rink. Thanks for tuning in. Apologies again for the technical difficulties. And we certainly thank our producer Ben and the camera operator as well. We will see you next time on AWIHL TV. Wide. It's 4-on-4 hockey. Sydney are set up in the offensive zone here. Good moment for them. They will have a power play at the end of this, but they score at 4-on-4 and tie this game up at 1. Perhaps time to get a shot on goal. Face off. It comes straight across to Best, and it goes through the wickets. It's a goal for the Sirens. Bueling gets it back though. Now it's Bueling and Edney creating a 2-on-2. Big rebound and a shot from Edney. Scores! Sarah Edney. Play out of this rink. It's great to see as Kelsey Lang shoots, and there's a tip in front, and Kath McKerney has given the Sydney Sirens a 4-1 lead with a deft little deflection from right in the blue paint. 2 for 4, according to eSports Desk. We'll have another go, and there's a shot that goes right through the pads of Best. I believe it deflected off the inside of the pad and has gone in to make this a 5-1 game. It's Kath McKerney who's double dipped.
This broadcast is powered by Sportscast Australia.